Okay, before we start here, I have to address something. I apparently don't know what a rant is. And I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way, because honestly, at this point, I don't. I thought a rant was literally just spouting negative stuff, not just having loads of stuff to get. I just thought it was just like, getting out loads of anger, not actually. I messed up on that, so yeah. I just wanted to get that out there. I should have called it a rant. I'll probably rename it. I might not, but sorry about that. Yoshana, one of my recent famous videos at this point is my video ranting on how I hate Series 9 Grand Final. And I wasn't very good at explaining stuff. Like, I still believe in the points I was trying to make. But the problem was, I was angry. I was tired. This was like 2 or 3 minutes straight after the thing happened, so I had no time to think about much. It was just a mess of a video, honestly. Like, everyone who watched it, I'm sorry, honestly. That wasn't the best I could do. I can do better. Which is why I'm doing this. I'm going to go into detail every single point that I made, or was trying to make. I'm basically going into detail to why I think that's true. Okay? Okay. First point. Carbide feels invincible. Okay, so this is probably a quarter of why I hated the grand final. Honestly, it's because Carbide, throughout the series, especially in the grand final though, was unbeaten. And to me, unbeatable. The closest thing we got to a victory, and probably my personal favourite fight out of all of them, was between Carbide and Ironside 3. Because they were pretty even until Ironside 3 ended up showing them the back, for Carbide to disable them. If Ironside 3 went back into the grand final, I don't know, I think things would have been different. But likely not. I love loads of robots. I love Gemini. I love Tornado for Series 4 and 5. I completely and utterly adore Tornado and Razor. But there's a difference. Carbide, I like Carbide Series A because they weren't perfect. They had their issues. Not specifically 4, but they got flipped a few times and it worked. Apollo ended up beating them. And they had problems. And I like that. That's why I like robots. When they basically can't do much, they have problems. They're not just boom, boom, boom. I, I mean, I didn't mind this with Chaos 2 too much. Mostly because it was more like, one, they weren't, they still had 1 or 2 problems. Not only that, but, they kind of, how do I put this in the best way possible? Chaos 2, they did do everything right, but it wasn't so open shut. Some of the matches were kind of close. Chaos 2 vs Hypnodisc, for example, was really close. And heck, the fight with Pussycat was extremely close. It just, they had weaknesses. Carbide was literally Oh look, carbide comes. Oh no, he hit us. Oh no, we're dead. It was just boring, and it feels invincible. And believe me, that point's coming back, so don't forget it. Apollo as the wild card. Oh boy. The one point I got across, and the one point is basically half of the reason I absolutely despise this episode. I don't despise, the reason I hate it, and the most I despise of it, because Apollo didn't deserve it. Honestly, they didn't. Like, they got to the final, barely. Though, like, I mean, Cherub was pretty much the underdog, and no matter how controversial he is, I still think he would have been better, because he showed a bit more aggression, and I might as well at this point do a video defending him, because I do. I like defending him. I like defending him a lot. 4, if you didn't want Cherub, 4 would have been better. 4 was a great robot in this series. And sure, it was taken out by concussion. But it kind of... 4 would have worked better, in my opinion, as a robot. I wouldn't say Pulsar would work, because like it from the last series, it was basically in pieces. So if it did make it as a wild card, I wouldn't be as angry. I'd probably be a bit less, but I would still be kind of angry if they let Pulsar through. Sabretooth, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind. Shut up. But Sabretooth would have worked. But Apollo, there's only one reason I can think they went for Apollo, and that's because Apollo's the champion. It was in pieces, destroyed. Pulsar was in better shape at the end. It wouldn't even got flipping. Like, it flipped, admittedly, but I swear to God that if Apollo was not the champion, then one of the other robots would have got it. I know this. And that's what makes me so mad. Even before Series 6, the grand final was in the wildcards announced, I was panicking when I saw Carbide and Apollo in the final, because I had the dread that if one went out, the other one was going to win, because Apollo's the champion and Carbide's a fan favourite. And I hate that. I hated it when my suspicions were true. Next point. And yes, I didn't transition well last time. Last point. Just next point already. The lineup. Okay, this one's less of a problem. And really small. So I'm not going to talk much about it, but this is kind of a side reason why I didn't like Apollo, because we had 4 spinners and 2 flippers. 4 spinners, 2 flippers. Not much variety, honestly. Like, I wasn't expecting a crusher, because after I've heard what happened in Battle of the Stars, aka you're only allowed to hold for 10 seconds, that's me realizing, well, no wonder no crusher can get through. But, we had 4 spinners. Granted, different types of spinners. But can we count that? I mean, considering that Carbide and Ironside 3 could have been counted as bar spinners. Then we had Apollo, and Eruption the only two flippers, and Eruption was probably the only one, was probably, for a moment, the only thought I had was he's the only one who's gonna make it, honestly. And, this, 4 would have been a nice addition, because one flipper and an axe. Axes are great against laptops. Maybe it could have beaten Carbide, we'll never know. I just felt like there was less variety. Spinners are dominating at this point, and I'm scared. Actually, speaking of the future, looking onward. The future isn't looking good, honestly. I mean, we've had some great designs. Crackers and Smash and Crush Station, I wish I could have seen more of. Especially Crackers and Smash, I wish I got to the final instead of Apollo. But I am scared for the future of Robo Wars. Because I'm afraid Carbide's just gonna win everything. Carbide's gonna be there for too long. It's gonna be the new Chaos 2 with the feel of Tornado's Series 6 whip. Because, I mean, infamously, Tornado's frame was cheap. It was almost unstoppable. And there was no way around it. And that's why they kind of banned it for Series 7. If it wasn't banned, I swear Tornado would have won again, and again, and oh god, it would have been boring. But, Jesus. Carbide poses the same problem. Smaller, admittedly, because there are ways to beat it, and probably ways to design around it. But Carbide was more powerful. The only thing I remember stopping it from Series 8 was Apollo. And Apollo, it absolutely wrecked in Series 9. And I'm having this sinking feeling that Carbide's winning everything. It's going to win everything. And, it's just getting on my nerves now. And I want to go to my final point. Because there's a reason all this happened. And most of my grief is where it came from. The catalyst. Heat 5 is what set everything off. It's what forced Apollo to be the wildcard. It's what left Carbide with no opponent to win. It's what gave us the rough roster. All they had to do, and anything they had to do, all they had to do, is make Carbide and Apollo in different places. And that would have been easy to do. We could have seen some great battles, like freaking out, like one when none of the old guys come on. You know, like no Behemoth, no Terahertz, just 8 newcomers on brand new robots fighting it out. Crush Station, Crackers and Smash. But Heat 5, the minute Apollo and Carbide were put together, was the minute the grand final would crumble. It's what ruined the wild card. It's what gave us the rocky roster. It's what made Carbide, to me, feel invincible. Rebel Wars, if you're watching this, please don't make this the same the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake again. So I'm gonna do a more positive Robo Wars video next time because I am planning more. Don't worry. I'm just scared at this point. Very, very scared. I've been Yoshitanda. You guys have been beautiful. Thanks for all the views on that last video, even though I don't like it that much anymore. But yeah, I will see you in another video. Goodbye.